Hello everyone, I will be using this mason jar. I got this from a thrift store. I will paint this first with the Waverly Cashew. I'm using a foam brush to do that, and as you can see, I'm doing it because I'm using the foam brush because I love texture. So it's not fine brush that I use this time. So you can see that I am painting the whole jar. Set it aside to dry. Then I will use Got Ideal Artist Grade Burnt Umber and Got Ideal Artist Grade Burnt Sienna. This is how I'm gonna do it to make a rustic effect. So I brush it first with the burnt umber, and after this I will highlight it with the burnt sienna. If you don't have these tube paints, you can use like terracotta, burnt umber by Apple Barrel. If you have, you need not buy. I'm just trying this kind of paint from the tube. It's a little different though. And then I will be using spackle. This is actually a leftover of the Waverly Cashew, so I mix it all together. I mixed it thoroughly. And once this is done, I will be using this piece of board. I think Dollar Tree has this kind of board, but it's a little thin. I will use this napkin. I will put in the comment section the link to where you can get the no, I'm sorry, you can just get this from Amazon. I got this from Amazon. I'll take it back. So now I am using a small brush. I dip it in water and dab it onto the areas I'm going to tear because it makes it easy for me to tear. I have Mod Podge. I will use Mod Podge here. I will apply very thinly and evenly and then put the napkin onto there. And I will dry it. I am not gonna sand it, not unless it is dry. And once this is dry, I will apply one coat of the Mod Podge and dry it again. Then I will be using Gator Sander. I got this from Amazon. I will start to sand the sides. So this, you can choose any napkin of your choice, and then that's gonna be the napkin you're gonna use for the mason jar. After this, I will be using again the same burnt umber and the sienna. Highlight it with the sienna, just like that on top corner. Then I will use plastic palette knife. I will start to apply it onto the areas without napkin and the paint of the burnt umber in a dabbing motion. So you can see I just dab, 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 and it really is making, having texture on it. So that's what I'm doing there in person. You can see a lot of texture. I'll do the same thing until I finish painting the whole board, just in a dabbing motion. So once this is finished, I have this thin wire mesh. I got this from a neighbor. She gave it to me, and then I just put it aside. I said maybe one day I can use it, and I'm going to use this for the texture of this board. And as you can see, it really blends well. It really is very nice. I'll do the same thing onto the bottom corner, continuously dabbing the paint and the spackle together, and the mesh, I will put it there and put the mixture together, still on the dabbing motion. So after this, I'm going to dry the whole board. This is gonna be a different kind of finish, and I hope you like this. Everything here is optional. If you don't like, just change whatever finish you like. And then I have this water spray. I am going to spray this because then you can see that it blends well with the board. I just love it, as if the rust is already just spreads into the board. Then the mixture with the burnt umber and the burnt sienna, I just dab it onto the areas with the mesh, then set it aside. So I have this napkin again. I will tear this, and this is what I'm saying. for this project, I'll be using only one napkin. One napkin is used to decoupage on the corner of the board, and the rest I will decoupage it onto the mason jar. So the same technique, the same process. I just dab water using a small brush and decoupage it there. Now I'm using a fan brush to do that because I really love fan brushes. It's really very gentle, and it doesn't tear the napkin, and I do it to the whole jar. So it's really very pretty. It came out very nice, and I'm going to finish this one first, decoupage it onto the whole jar. Actually, the back of this, it will not show. The one with like an engraving or embossed kind of part, that is the part I'm not gonna show. It's the smooth part that I will show. So that is what I'm doing there. And once this is done, I am going to dry the whole jar, and what I'll do is I'm going to use the Waverly Steel. I will just dab it onto the areas without the napkin because I want this to blend well with the jar. Since the color of the flowers there, they are on the gray side, so that's the reason why I use the Waverly, this kind of Waverly. So I'm dabbing it there, and it really looks so neat. It seems that it is just painted. It's not a napkin. And that's what I'll be doing to the whole mason jar. You can, if you're gonna make this kind of project, you can use any size of mason jar of your choice. Then once this is dry, I will now close the lid there. And I have this 16 gauge of rustic wire. I got this from Etsy. I will make a loop first and put it on the side. Now, the use of this loop is where I'm going to put the chain so I can hang this onto the board. So I hope, even if it doesn't show really well, I think you get the idea that I do the same thing onto the other side, make a loop so that it will be hanged on to the board. So that's what I'm doing there. So once this is done, I will be using this hook. Prior to this video, I already have drilled the hole there, and I will attach this chain onto there so that there will be like it's hanging onto the board. Now, to make it really very sturdy, I did not have it just hang there. I glued the part with the embossed or the engraved part, the rough part of the mason jar where there is a word. So as you can see, it's really attached so well. And then, like I said, I'm going to glue the part which is a little rough there with the embossed or engraved thing, the rough part of the mason jar, so that the letters will not show. And that's it. It's really very pretty. And what I'll do here is I'm going to arrange the leaves. Since there is already a flower design, I put first the floral foam, and I did not show to you how I arrange things. I know you have a different way of arranging your own artificial leaves there. I did not put any flower because the mason jar already has a flower. So I put the cheesecloth there to be the ribbon to the bow of this. Then I glued it. So that's the finished craft, everybody. I hope you like this and you're gonna make your own. I love the concept. It's very nice and pretty. Thank you all so much. Please go to my main page. Please click the like. Please give me a follow, and don't forget to share this video. Thank you all so much. I just love this project. It's very economical, budget friendly, and it has its own very textured board, and I love it. And I hope you're gonna make this kind of craft. This is a very good gift item. Thank you, and till next time, friends. That's the finished craft. I just love it. Thanks again, and hope to see you next time.